Welcome to part 130. A reading of Bible lessons. This is June the 7th, 2025 by man's calendar. And I give all praise and glory to Jesus for all these videos that I've ever done. I was never good at them. But when the Spirit took over, I like to believe that they reached someone somewhere. I did get a few comments on YouTube here and there. I am grateful for those. Thank you for listening, making me part of your world. I truly hope that these videos have opened your eyes and that they have blessed someone to see God's truth. That's all I ever wanted, was to be a light for the Lord. That you could see the Lord as He is. His magnificent, wonderful. He is a mighty God, wonderful counselor, and the best friend you could ever want to have. He's a great listener, slow to anger, slow to wrath. We are living proof that He is slow to wrath. Very patient. Much more so than I have ever been. Very kind and gentle. Unless He's whipping them out of the temple. And His wrathful side shows through. But I love Him very much. To listen. And on days when He is quiet. I am at a loss. I don't care what He's talking about. I just want to hear Him talk to me. I ask Him how His day is and how it's been. Sometimes He answers, and sometimes He jokes. And some days He says nothing. That's because He doesn't lie. And He doesn't want to tell how His day has been. Because apparently it has not been. Of course, His days are not like our days. In truth. And when we face each new day, it's only been seconds, I guess, for Him. Moments. So He probably wonders, why do you ask me? Every little bit how my day has been. Thing is, I do genuinely want to know. how his day has been, because he cares about my days and how they have been. And I genuinely want to know how his days have been. And I forgot to say at the start of the first one, Shalom Shabbat, to those who keep the Sabbath as you're supposed to, from Friday evening through Saturday. No, this isn't a Jewish thing. This is a biblical thing. How could you ever rest with the Lord for 1,000 years? If you can't keep his Sabbath now. Anyways, I want to get back into this word, because here we have them beating Paul. The soldiers have now taken Paul, and so Paul is meeting his appointment in Jerusalem. He got there, as we can see, in plenty of time. This is Acts 21. And I'm going to recap verse 32. Who immediately took soldiers and centurions and ran down onto them. And when they saw the chief captain and the soldiers, they left being of Paul. The chief captain came near and took him and commanded him to be bound with 2 chains, and determined who he was and what he had done. And some cried one thing, some another, among the multitude. And when he could not know the certainty for the tumult, he commanded him to be carried into the castle. And when he came upon the stairs, so it was that he was borne of the soldiers for the violence of the people. They had to carry him because the people had beaten him so bad. Ministers, you have never seen a day like this. And do you think it will not come? As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. You should have been praying like he said in Luke 21. Pray to be found worthy to escape all these things which come upon the whole world, and to stand before the Lord. You should have been praying for that. But you weren't. Very few of you even did. Those of you that did certainly didn't share that information with many others, because you were afraid they would condemn you for your believing in the rapture. If it's something the Lord has showed you, why are you ashamed of it? Why do you let Satan make you ashamed and fearful to speak God's truth? because you do not believe God, who said that He gave us power to tread upon serpents and scorpions. There are some that believe this. Anyways, getting back into Acts 21, verse 36. For the multitude of the people followed after, crying, "Away with him." Just like they did with Jesus, right? Away with him. It was a consensus. They voted for it. It was a consensus. The crowd wanted it, so it was what they did. Whether it was the right thing or not, if it's what the crowd wanted, it's what they did. That's what happened with Jesus, I mean. Now, let's hear what happened with Paul. Because many of you don't know, because you really don't read these through. You go based on what you heard. You read a few things of it, and you're like, oh, that's that one part. And you think, you know what, because you heard about it. You would be surprised how much of this Bible is not like people tell it. Trust me, this I know. There are many things not in this word that people proclaim are in it. And there are a lot of things in this word that nobody ever proclaims that should be proclaimed. Absolutely. And as Paul was to be led into the castle, he said unto the chief captain, May I speak unto thee? Who said, Canst thou speak Greek? Art not thou that Egyptian which before these days madest an uproar and leddest out into the wilderness 4,000 men that were murderers? Who do you think they were confusing Paul with there? But Paul said, I am a man. He wasn't even Egyptian. I am a man which am a Jew of Taurus, a city in Cilicia, a citizen of no mean city. And I beseech thee, suffer me to speak unto the people. And when he had given him license, Paul stood on the stairs and beckoned with the hand unto the people. And when there was made a great silence, he spake unto them in the Hebrew tongue, saying, going on into chapter 22, Men, brethren, fathers, hear ye my defense, which I make now unto you. And when they heard that he spake in the Hebrew tongue to them, they kept the more silence. And he saith, I am verily a man, which am a Jew born in Taurus, a city in Cilicia, yet brought up in this city at the feet of Gamaliel. Oh, sorry, that's not Gamaliel. That's Gamaliel. Sorry, misspoke. Gamaliel. and taught according to the perfect manner of the law of the fathers, and was zealous towards God, as you all are this day. And I persecuted this way unto the death, binding and delivering into prisons both men and women. See, now he's confessing what he did. So see, he knew the penance for what he had been preaching. He knew what would happen. As also the high priest doeth bear me witness, and all the estate of the elders, from whom also I received letters unto the brethren, and went to Damascus to bring them which were there bound unto Jerusalem for to be punished. And it came to pass that as I made my journey, and was come nigh unto Damascus about noon, suddenly there shone from heaven a great light round about me. If you've never seen this light, you can never know. I wasn't blinded by it. My eyes were covered quickly by the hand of the Lord. But I was amazed. I was at awe. And he hurriedly covered my eyes. In 2020, when I was in that wreck, and he came to help me. Yes, he himself came to help me when I was in need. No one will ever tell me any otherwise. I saw the 7 stars in his hand. I know it was him. I hadn't even finished reading the word yet. At that time was just getting started, in fact. And it wasn't a fabrication based on what I had read, because I had not read that much. But I saw. So I know what Paul's talking about right here. And if you've never had an experience with the Lord like this, I pray that God give you one of some sort with Him, whether like this or something different, because everyone should have an experience with the Lord that they will never forget. He forever changed my life, just like He did Paul's. I am not the same. The old me truly died after this experience, just like with Paul. And I received my new name, just like he did. But here he is telling them what happened to him on that Damascus road. I know this happened beyond a shadow of a doubt because of what happened to me. No one will ever change my mind. I made my journey and was come nigh unto Damascus about noon. Suddenly there shone from heaven a great light round about me. Verse 7, and I fell onto the ground, and heard a voice saying unto me, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And I answered, Who art thou, Lord? Who art thou, Lord? And he said unto me, I am Jesus of Nazareth, whom thou persecutest. And they that were with me saw indeed the light, and were afraid, but they heard not the voice of him that spake to me. Why do you think that was? Because my sheep hear my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. My sheep hear my voice, and they know me. And I've told you repeatedly, I hear the voice of God. And you all think it's just because I read it in the Word. No, I hear Him speak to me. And He tells me about very real things that are coming. And I have told you all these things. And I have shared with you all the prophecies that were written. Well, let me tell you, those prophecies cannot be altered now, because those prophecies were burned in 2020 or 2021. The only thing that remains of those prophecies now are the photos that I happen to have took to share with my family. And I sent them to them. And that is why the photos still exist of the few I got pictures of. Because things that happened, I gave the prophecies back to the Lord because no one wanted them. I burnt them upon the altar. Yeah, I had a Moses moment, I guess you could say. He broke the commandments, I burnt the prophecies. And the Lord was wise, though He knew it was going to happen. He had me to do photos of several of them to send to my family that lived away from here at the time. I will see you in the next part, because I want to make sure this goes up. I don't want to go too much over my time. And we will talk more about this.